of that car, and then getting into this car, it is night and day different.
But guys, before we get into today's video, this video is sponsored by Raycon. Raycon's everyday earbuds now feature active ergonomic design, multi-point connectivity that lets you pair 2 devices at once, and active noise cancellation. They're actually so small and compact. They are available in a variety of new colors that are super vibrant and complement virtually any skin tone. But these are my favorites for sure. Ooh. That's clean. One of the coolest parts about these Raycon earbuds is that these have a 32-hour battery life. Just like some more expensive brands, these earbuds have tap functions to reduce discomfort when you're using them. And if you think all of that sounds good, trust me, Raycon sounds even better. These guys' quality seriously rivals some of the highest end manufacturers on the market. By the way, for those of you that work really hard, these are weatherproof and sweat resistant. These are my go-tos simply because of how small they are. They are so comfortable and they don't fall out. That means no more earaches and very comfortable use all day long if I needed to. When it comes to editing a video on a plane or even just hanging around the house, these earbuds are so handy. But don't just take my word for it, guys. Click the link in the description box or just go to buyraycon.com/itsjust6 and you'll get 20 to 40% off your Raycon purchase plus free shipping. And if you get these and you're just not convinced, Raycon has a 30-day happiness guarantee for easy returns. So trust me, you need to try these out. So remember guys, if you want to support the channel, click that link, check out these new earbuds, and with that being said, let's hop into today's upload. What is going on guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be modifying our S650 Mustang even more. Over the last few months, you guys have seen that we have done some insane stuff to this car, including a giant Whipple supercharger, a full suspension setup, and some new wheels and tires last video whenever we went and picked up our new S650 back here. It is literally an identical car to ours, except for it is blue. And this one, you guys can win right now at itsjust6.com. You got 20 times entries live, and you can grab anything like a hat, a shirt, some shorts, a bracelet, a beanie, and you might be taking home the title, keys, and cash to this 2024 Mustang or our built Grand Sport Corvette. Huge thanks to our sponsors, Lethal Performance, for sending over all of these carbon parts. We're gonna be installing all of these things onto this beautiful Grabber Blue S650. And just a reminder, if you guys wanna grab any of the parts that you guys are gonna be seeing in today's video, you can go to lethalperformance.com and use the code IT'sJustA6 to save a ton of money. As you guys can see, Lethal previously sent us over this exhaust. We love it. The only thing about this exhaust is it is a little bit too obnoxious on cold starts, and this car didn't come with active exhaust, so typically we would be screwed if it wasn't for our sponsors today, Valvetronics. As you guys can see, all over this table, we've got a bunch of new S650 parts that we're gonna be installing, a J&L catch can, but most importantly, from Valvetronics here, you guys can see a full stainless valved exhaust. This has quad tips, which means that we're gonna be modifying our rear valence today, and it looks like Poe just pulled up. Yeah. Hola! The wave. Poe's gonna help us weld this exhaust up today. Typically you wouldn't have to modify it, but we've got a little bit of special stuff going on under here, so we're gonna have to do some special with the welder. Regardless though, after we are done with the install, we're gonna have a fully valved working exhaust that is gonna allow us to open this thing up at the push of a button on a key fob here to either have the exhaust be super, super loud or super quiet. But either way, from what we heard online, these Valvetronics exhausts sound amazing. And a little bit of a spoiler because I'm staring at it behind the camera. The C8 that we're rebuilding for Jess should be done this week. You'll see a video of that very soon. And they also sent an exhaust over for this thing. Except for the only difference is this one's titanium. Huge shout out to Valvetronics. Enough babbling. Let's go ahead and get started with this video, installing parts onto our S650s and then testing them out. Dang Corsima exhaust coming off.
The loudest exhaust you can put on this car is just about this.
Fact, it really is. I would be surprised if there's something louder than that on a cold start. All right, now that we got the exhaust disconnected, we should be able to just slide this whole section backwards. There we go, and there we go. Originally, whenever we installed this exhaust on that car, before it was long tube headers and everything, it sounded amazing. But after we did the long tube headers and the Whipple, it just added so much airflow that it got super loud. Crazy, crazy loud. Uh-oh, mechanic Jess under here, what you doing?
Getting this front bumper on.
Oh, okay.
This chair is great.
Isn't it?
I know, I was on the ground and I was like, what am I doing? There's a chair right there.
Yep. Benpack, or I guess Max Jack, sent us over this miniature lift for this side of the shop. This was a hard one to fit a lift in because as you guys see, it's so close to the wall. The doors don't have very much distance from the wall, so these giant lift posts of the big lift don't really work well. Next up, we got to figure out how we're going to pair together this Valvetronics exhaust to what we've got going up here, because as you see, this reduces down very small for the factory setup, but we have the long tube header set up, so we're gonna have to probably cut, weld, maybe something, I don't know. All right, you got the last bolt, you see?
Do a hold for me.
I'll do a hold. All right. Dang, this car is so new, dude. I can't even believe one of you guys are gonna take this home. Look at this, there's barely any dirt in the skid tray. Like, that's sand from whenever we took it there. Like, we did that. I don't know for sure, because we've done so many, but is this the newest car that we've ever given away? Like, yeah. Gotta be the newest year and least miles for sure. Dude, these mufflers are so nice looking. Goodness, so I think this will go up in place like this. Yep, and then there's that vacuum actuator up top. And a lot of people, look, I'm just gonna be honest. A lot of people are scared of the vacuum operated stuff, and I was too. And I'll explain why. I had the wrong idea of how this stuff works, okay? I thought whenever they say vacuum operated, I thought that this was like an old school system with like a freaking flip switch, and then the vacuum's just like blink on the little valve. I don't know. This little bypass valve looks like what you would find on a supercharger. For one, that's quality. For two, this is a wireless module that you can connect to it. This is the nipple for connecting your vacuum line to. And the way that this works is it is obviously electronically driven. They give you a 12-volt plug for a car charger, but we're gonna cut that and modify it into our own power source. They also give you enough line to run to a vacuum source, but essentially it just uses the vacuum source as extra power to hold this closed and open, and obviously to actuate it. So pretty nice setup, honestly. Ready to put it up? All right. Yeah. Dude, that's the coolest exhaust. Oh my. I love that we're doing a build and Jess is doing a build.
I was saying there's two different rebuilds going on of just the same car, but they're different.
Yep, different ways. One's gonna be loud and proud, one's gonna be valved.
Like Black Flag on the track loud?
I hope not. So those parts are in. These parts connect from here to the front now. I reckon they curve something like that. I just did like a razor scooter, except for it wasn't a razor scooter, it was a freaking, what is this? High reach jack. The pizza disc? My ankle, yeah, the pizza disc went bow on my ankle bone. It felt good. That's the rough fitment right there, dude. That looks insane. I don't even know what this could possibly sound like. It's got long tubes paired to this setup. This could be quite cool.
This is a really good flowing system.
Mm-hmm.
It follows the lines really well, but like it's very smooth lines. It's not harsh anywhere.
And I like how they even, you were talking about this before too, but you were saying that they took like, it looks like a sanding disc or a little burr and like actually cleaned everything on it, which is almost impossible to find. All right, where are you at over here?
I am trying to figure out the best tools to get those bolts.
Those two bolts, it needs a 10 millimeter on a swivel. Yeah, that's perfect actually. Look at you. You're mechanicking over here.
Yeah, I am. All right, I'll get the rest of it. Okay. Yeah.
There we go. Now they've gotten everything removed from the bumper, it should be good to come off. We're gonna lift it up to the very max height. Really putting this lift to the test today to see how it would be doing any major job on it. There we go, just like that, easy enough. All right. All right. Dang. Just got a bumper. And we'll just set it down gently here. Sweet. Bumper is removed off of the 2024 Mustang. Now we can get started replacing these corner grills with the carbon pieces, that front lip, and ultimately reverse the entire process back and put it back on. All right, B, what's going down with you?
You want to help me try to figure out how to pull those off?
Yep, they're a pain in the ass.
I figured because I couldn't do it. I was like, I'm gonna break something.
Okay. Let's go ahead and grab the corresponding carbon replacement. Oh yeah, dang dude, in comparison that is way, way nicer. So we should just be able to slip this right in place, right? Lethal says that these are supposed to fit perfect. Let's see. All right, there we go. It is clipped in place. Oh my. Yeah, dude, that looks so much better. Dude, that is so cool. All right, one down. Let's go over here to the next side and do this one. There we go. Oh yeah, except for that white tab at the bottom for some reason. There we go. We got the other side carbon piece. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I seriously love the fact that this is a blend between carbon fiber and that standard like ABS plastic look. So that way it doesn't look so super foreign on the car, having the plastic in the center and then having just this random carbon piece. It still incorporates it. So it looks like it is just a part of the factory finish, which is nice. It's just like an upgraded package essentially. So we'll go ahead and reinstall these pieces from the bottom up. Oh yeah, dude. And just like that, this side is completed as well. The next thing that I'm gonna do is get that front lip removed. So I'm gonna take the entire bumper. I'm gonna borrow our ergo chair here. Huge thanks again to Ben Pack. This is such a soft rubber. We shouldn't have any worries of scratching the bumper or anything like that. So now we can pull the bolts all out of the bottom and then slip the lip down. All these bolts are out of the way. So next, I guess it just slips through. It's funny because after all these years of owning Mustangs, I have never ever done a front lip replacement, dude. It's so hilarious. This is time number one. Stock front lip is removed, and in place of that boring plastic, we are going to be replacing it with this nice carbon lip. And the cool thing too that you probably didn't even notice, this lip is not just the same shape. It's actually taller, thicker, and has this nice kick out to the side here where this one just folds down. So it's got like a nice shelf to the front lip now, which is I think gonna look amazing. So let's go ahead, get this down and reinstall it into the same spot. There we go. Oh no, what have I just realized? All the nuts for the fucking bumper in here. We've got to remove the lip again. The easiest install. Then we got all the little nutsert things back on. Now, should be so simple. We were talking and we were like, damn, it's kind of nuts. We were just watching the dude at RTR do this and he's a professional, and then here we are doing it ourselves. And I was like, damn, I guess we're professionals.
Google just gave me the most like HR positive response that they could have given me.
Oh Lord.
What makes you a professional? Communication, accountability, integrity, positive attitude, confidence, keep time, reliability, ethics, respect of others, adaptability, organized leadership, problem solving, responsibility.
Hey, they're nailing it though. That's professional.
So like as long as you can do all that while installing this bumper, you'll be professional.
So, have I been nice the whole time? That's the only thing
No.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think I failed that part. These are the ECU protectors because for whatever reason, these guys decided to get smart with it and they put their freaking ECU right here. And if you notice on the drag cars, that's what we did too. I think that shit's so funny. So I think that one goes yonder and this one goes yonder. And then I reckon there's some bolts that go bzz, bzz, bzz. Nice. All right, let's flip her around. We're gonna see the carbon accented bumper for the first time with the new lip, the extendo front lip. Oh shit! I spit a whole lot, my bad. That looks good. Got the extendoid front lip on it. Thank you so much, Lethal. These are Lethal's brand carbon parts too. And I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. They fit remarkably well. Most carbon fiber being that they're handmade parts, it's not gonna fit perfectly to the factory molds, especially that are machine molded, but these parts fit really well. They look awesome. I wish we had a twin turbo kit in already. We got the bumper off. We could just put an intercooler and shit up right now. Guess we'll have to do it in the future. New bumper with some changes, ready to go back on. Dang. Seeing it back on the car looks way different. That's nice. Love that. Post modifying some mid-pipe stuff to get it connected to our headers. I got this.
I'm gonna go cut this outside.
Okay, I'm gonna cut this right here.
Have fun.
All right, so the idea is I'm gonna somehow trim this to fit quad tips without it looking stupid. I'm super good at that, dude. I'm so good at that. I'm gonna use the improper tool for the job too. I'm gonna stand on this chair that moves around on some casters. Oh, this might turn out to look awful, but hey, they sell quad tip valences. So far, I'm liking what I'm seeing, okay? Oh, dude. All right, it's gonna go great. It's gonna go great. Oh, it's gonna go good. Oh, it's gonna go good. Oh my God. Oh shit. Now, I mean, I wouldn't go as far as to say that I'm the best in the world at what I do, you know, but I'd venture to say I'm at least top 5.
I'm a very handy guy.
You can't even begin to tell me somebody could make a cleaner cut than that. Oh, brother. I like that. Looks like such a good cut, dude. That is such a good cut. You know, the problem is it's too shallow of a blade. I probably would have saved myself a lot of headache and made it look really good if I would have just swapped this blade earlier. That was a great cut.
I like your cut, G.
We like to see that. Now I need to repeat the exact same graceful cut on the other side. Now the first one was on me. Okay, I had too short of a little blade. I haven't sawzalled a rear diffuser in a while. Tell you what, that looks pretty good. I can't even play. We put the tips up there, they don't fit the base. It's just odd how far out the outlet is. So like, I would almost have to cut to get it to fit truly perfect. I'd have to cut, yeah, straight across and then come down. Should I? I could. Well, there was another bracket back there. Well, this is definitely a 1 of 1. It has clearance for the tips now. Hold it real quick, I wanna look. Doesn't look bad. What do you rate it out of 10? Oh yeah, okay. If it was cleaned up and maybe had some like trim rubber around it, it would almost look OEM, but yeah, you can definitely tell it was cut right now. Oh boy. When the lights flicker, that's when you know shit's about to get serious.
Yeah, this one.
Oh yeah, as you guys can see, we've got everything mocked up underneath here. Next up, we just need to tack up our custom piping here to go from the long tube headers to the Valvetronics exhaust.
All right, all I need is your blessing and I will start tacking away.
Yes, sir. It looks great, really. I think it's gonna come out fantastic.
All right, well, let's go ahead and make it happen.
Tacky, tacky, tack. While Poe's over there welding that stuff up, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this car down so that way we can get started installing the last little bit of carbon fiber on this car. Next things we've got to do are our mirror caps and also our hood vent and radiator cover. Overall, this is probably gonna change the look of this car more than what we even anticipated. All right, bumper cover back in place. Let me grab the radiator cover now and we can get started installing this thing. Dude, I'm so pumped. This is probably gonna be one of the most visually pleasing parts for sure. And now the million push pins. Thank you, Ford, for all the push pins. Push pin, push pin, push pin, push pin, push pin. What up? Oh, next up we can install this carbon fiber replacement hood vent up here. That looks sick. Yup. All right, so let's set this here. We can get started pulling off all the bolts under here and this thing should just pop up out of place. Yeah, this is super simple. The backs aren't even bolted in. Dude, look at that. All right. Oh my, dude, come on now. A 9? Who the fuck? Really, Ford? A 9?
What are y'all on? Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
Oh yeah, easy enough. Stock vent out of the way. Oh yeah, dude. Nice. Oof. That is some freaking welding.
That is welding right there.
My brother, that is some welding.
Dirtiest form.
Dirtiest form of weldage.
I feel like I took a shower in molten.
I'm gonna transfer all of this hardware over from the ABS plastic piece. It's painted. to our real carbon fiber piece. Weight reduction. Now they got these little O-rings. I guess these are little isolation dampener O-ring things. So we're gonna take these little tiny baby O-rings. Oh, I lost one of the little tiny baby O-rings. There it is. Got eyes of a fucking eagle. Now we can test fit these down into place very carefully. It's looking good so far. All right, I put those loosely in place in the back, but now, or I guess up front that is. Now in the back here, there's these clips that hopefully just clip down in place. Oh no. Okay. Oh God, oh God, oh God, all right, oh God. And there we freaking have it, dude. Carbon fiber radiator cover, carbon fiber side grills here, carbon fiber front lip that is extended, and of course now, the carbon fiber hood vent. It's starting to look really good. I think we should do some carbon fiber wheels on this thing or something.
Rear caps maybe?
Yo.
I kind of like that theme.
It's gonna be cool. And now you can't forget to prep the inside of this too. Or else it'll come unstuck like my McLaren roof going down the freaking highway. All right, that is super prepped. Let's go ahead and carefully wrap this around. What are we thinking about that, chat? That looks good. And there we go. Dang, it didn't drop much at all. That's perfect. Oh. All right, car's lowered down. We got the tips on. The cut doesn't look that bad. Everything's lined up really well. And as you guys can see up under here, Poe did a fantastic job welding. Nice, very nice. It looks great. This new resonator here, paired back to the mufflers, should create an entirely different tone for our essentially just straight pipe long tube header setup up front. I think it's gonna sound a whole lot better. Way less raspy for sure. The Corsa sounds great whenever you have cats like that car, but with this setup, I have a feeling this might sound great. As you guys can also see over here on the table, I've already gone ahead, connected our wireless box here to this harness. And as you guys saw previously, there was this nice 12-volt outlet connector. I snipped that off for future use on a different project and took the exposed wires on this side, marked red and black. We're gonna connect that to an ignition power source. That way this only has power whenever the car is on. And then of course we've got our vacuum lines that run to each of those actuators to open the valves, and teed off going up front is a long section of vacuum line, which ultimately will lead to connect to here on this control box. I really like how everything is set up. This is gonna be cool. I've never experienced anything like this, so it's gonna be awesome to test it out. I just gotta figure out where we're gonna mount the box at. Guess we'll do that once the tips are on, and then we should be able to start this thing here pretty soon. As you guys can see, we've got the lines connected to the bypass valves up there on the mufflers and routed up through this rubber grommet, which is hard to see, but it is up there in the trunk. Ugh. We have our vacuum line here. Fast forward a little bit in the trunk, we've got a really nice setup here. As you guys can see, the control box is perfectly attached to the side here. We've got the vacuum line running down, split off to a T to either muffler, and then our electrical source is routed here and tied into the body control module plug. That is an ignition source power, by the way. That green wire, if you're on a 2024, I can't tell you if it's all like this on S550s, but anyway, grounded right there to the factory ground. This should be perfect. We've already tested it to make sure with a voltmeter in here that it all has power and everything looks good. So let me go ahead now. I'm gonna reattach this. I like the fact that it looks so professional, and we still have storage space and all that. You can go ahead, throw the trunk liner back in, and you would never know that this car is modified. Look at that. Now I guess technically, if you want, you can key it on, and I mean, in theory, this little key fob here should do some stuff. So it's on. Let's hear if something goes on. Oh, beep, and then watch, it's gonna go beep beep again. Oh.
It's doing it, it's doing it. It's so quiet. Put your ear inside of the pipe.
Yo, it's got a built-in little mini compressor.
Is that what that is?
That's gotta be, because it pulls a vacuum, right? So it's gotta have like a mini compressor in it. Brother, no way. All right, hold on. I'm gonna look in here now. And we're gonna see if we can see it moving. All right, here we go. Oh, it closed! Oh! I didn't even get to see it, damn it. All right, let's try again, All right, here we go. Oh,
Yeah.
there it goes.
Okay, so it is the
There it goes. It is the module?
Yeah.
No way! It's got a little compressor built into it, dude. This is actually sick. Okay, so that's open. Oh, there it went. It just closed. That was open. You use this to open it, and I think the top of the button to close it. Yeah. All right, I figured it out. All right. You ready? We'll give this thing a real quick control shark. All right, well, we got the car completely to the point of starting it up now. The valves are closed. This is such a cool system, man. I really like this Valvetronic setup. Huge shout out to those guys. But installed on the car, ready to go. We're about to give it a start and see what it sounds like. You ready? I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Shit! The last exhaust setup that we had on this car was so freaking loud. Let's see what the new one sounds like. Okay, this is what they closed. All been waiting for. Let's open this up and see what it sounds like. Ooh! That's tasteful. That's really quiet.
It does sound good. It has a good rumble to it.
Dude,
We really need to hear what it sounds like when you step on it, though.
I am very hard pressed to believe that this is a car with long tooth headers on it. I've never heard a Coyote with long tooth headers sound like this. This is interesting.
Supercharged long tube headers as well.
Real. This should be so loud.
Full 3-inch exhaust.
All right, valves open. Let's give it a little bit of a rev and see what it sounds like with the valves open. So it is still very loud when you want it to be. It's just quiet and idle. Let me close the valves and see what it sounds like. Hey, dude, you can hear the blower. Bro, it sounds like a Hellcat now. What the? Hey, brother! Brother, it literally sounds like a Hellcat now, bro. It really does. Holy shit. Dude, nah, that's nice. I really like that a lot. We can kill the car and get ready to go take these two out for a little bit of testing. Did it get stuck to it?
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
What?
Oh, brother. I was like, where is it?
Wow, that's
Dang.
funny.
Just indented perfect.
Yeah, that's nice.
Let's make it some new.
One last carbon piece to add to the car and we will be done. I'm gonna prep this thing over here. I know you're probably confused at what this even is. I was too whenever I first saw it. I'm not even sure how it's gonna look, but I have a feeling it's gonna look great. I've never seen this one on any car before. This really should be interesting. This is a license plate surround. So the whole entire rear section where the license plate typically sits, this is gonna replace that with a carbon piece. Now that I've got this little thin double-sided tape all around this thing, we can go prep the car and take our piece with us as well. We'll go ahead and spray some solution here. We can prep this panel for install. This is gonna be so interesting, bro. You think it's gonna look good?
I have no clue.
I don't either. I've never, like, genuinely, I don't know. I've never seen this mod before. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so I'm gonna try to hit the, oh wow, it's really sticky there. Oh, bro. Oh, brother. Okay. And
Really doesn't look.
oh, damn. If we cut out and did the same cutout mod with the quad tips, a big carbon fiber wing on here, you guys comment down below. What should we do with this? Maybe a carbon fiber duckbill? I think those look pretty sick, especially after we were at RTR. I saw the duckbill cars that they had. Looks really good on these. Yeah, that looks sick. I'm not gonna lie. I like that. That's not bad. LethalPerformance.com, guys. Use code It's Just a Six. You can get carbon parts for your Mustang. Transform the look. Oh my, dude, stop! Freaking rock. I guess the very last thing to install, I need to put in a new Van True dash camera too before I forget that, but we'll do that here in a second. First, we got to install this J&L catch can. It is going to go on the driver's side of this car because last video where we were installing the Whipple supercharger, you guys saw that we already installed one of these, but it is over here on the driver's side. So today we're going to be installing it on the passenger side. So these guys called me. I told them what we were trying to do. They just told me they were going to send over some hose. So huge thanks to those guys. They sent us over some hose and they sent us over the catch can. We got to cut it to our own length. So
Did they send extra hose?
they did send some extra hose. Just for you. They sent us all of the parts. They just sent it not assembled this time since I told them that I was going to be custom making it again. They watched the video, they loved it. So if you guys want to go check out the J&L catch cans, they are top notch. We're running these since the black car days. That was the first catch can that I ever ran, like 2018, something like that. 2017 actually. Damn, that's been 7 years. I'm getting really old. These things are so nice though. We've got this mesh in here to separate the oil from any water vapor or any kind of contaminants or anything like that. Pretty cool. That way you can just unscrew it. You got access to all your nasty fluids to change out. Oh, so we'll set this. The other one I did like that. So realistically, if I could just mirror it, and I think I can. I think I can. Last time we were doing this on the other side, you saw that we modified these like little clips. I slipped it in here upside down like so. It worked out really well on this side. So we're probably just gonna mirror the exact setup over here. Should work out great. Marlon. Oh. What you doing? Come here, get down. Get down. You just wanna watch? You're just gonna supervise me? Attack the back of my neck if I don't do something right? Catch can is mounted down here in place. Now I've just gotta modify our hose and get it connected. So we're gonna connect this between here and here. Oh yeah.
Just like that?
That is how I'm feeling, honestly. I dare the opposition to square up. So now we're gonna connect one end, but we need to make sure that we know which end. And I'm glad that I looked before I put it in there, huh? Yep, that's good. I need to know which end is the shiny. All right, so we wanna have okay, so this is the mesh grate. So the mesh grate is the back, so we want this back to be the one that feeds back into the crankcase. So that way it gets to push all of the contamination into the catch can here, but stops it from going up. Whereas if we reverse these, all the contamination would get caught in the line pre-filter, not allowing it to actually go in here. So we definitely want to make sure that that's right. Few cuts and snips, and as you guys can see, we've got a catch can routed between the supercharger over yonder into the catch can around. I just talked into myself and realized that I did it backwards.
Did you?
Yeah. Pretty sure now the catch can is connected, everything is proper. Just looks like it's sitting crisscross applesauce in there. The lines got to be crossed, but that is proper at least. Catch cans installed from J&L on both sides. Whipple supercharged. Now that we got a boosted crankcase, we don't have to worry about any kind of oil reintroducing itself back into the cylinder. Catch cans will catch it. Guess at this point I can go ahead and pull this thing out for the first time. All right, let's give it a cold start. No way, dude. That is so nice and quality sounding. Before we get out on track with this thing, man, I gotta go see what it sounds like out here in front of the house. So we're gonna do a little bit of a flyby. I'm gonna do valves closed flyby, valves open flyby, and see what it sounds like. First, let's try it with the valves closed. All right, there we go. It's so quiet.
It really is. You can't hear it.
It's like stock, actually, but it has long tubes.
Yeah, this is long tubes and 3-inch stainless exhaust.
Whoa. That's insane. That car has long tubes on it and it's that quiet?
Oh, no way. There is no way. No shot, dude. That is unbelievable. Now, I already know whenever it's opened up, it's gonna be a lot louder. I don't even know what tone it's gonna sound like at Watt, so I'm excited to see that. But already, just off mild acceleration, this is a much more tame car on the street with the valves closed, and it's nice to be able to have that selectability. Look at this. Bro, it's so quiet. What? That was wide, bro. That was wide. Wow. I'm not even gonna lie, a little bit. I just fell in love with this car all over again. Check out how quiet this thing is.
Wow, that sounds really good.
Like, it doesn't sound like a raspy Mustang. It doesn't sound way too loud. It sounds really like, almost like they did work to it to make it sound better.
That is insane. All right, now we're gonna do the same thing, this time with the valves open. Oh, dude, you can already hear it on just the downshift. Something I noticed right off is that resonator combo with the mufflers makes this car sound so much deeper. Oh yeah, dude, with the valves open, that is crazy difference. Obviously don't want to speed or anything around here. I already saw my neighbors outside, so I don't want to make a fool, but.
Oh, this is definitely valves open.
Okay, it's louder than I thought it was too.
I wish y'all's ears could hear how loud that is, but that was just as loud as the Corsa exhaust, but just not as raspy.
Yeah, that just sounds so good. Enough testing around at the speed limit on the street. It is time to go take this thing out to the track, man. I gotta see what it's like. This adjustability is crazy. Just to be able to close the valve again. And there we go. We are silent as can be back in this neighborhood. No one would ever even know that we're coming through here. And this is a freaking long tube header. I just can't get over that, dude. Long tube headers on a Coyote is typically so loud and raspy and obnoxious, and this is just the most tame version of that I've ever heard in my life. And it's crazy that it goes from this tame to that loud that quickly. Literally, factory cars with factory valved exhaust are nowhere near as much of a difference as this is. Crazy different.
The blower sounds so good. Dude, oh my gosh.
I'm real shook, okay? Like really, this is long tube headers. It's still smoking because the fiberglass packing's breaking. What's up? But yeah, dude, okay, that is actually mind-blowing. The fact that on the push of a button, it can go from that loud to that quiet is nuts. Factory cars like the GT350 and the black car with factory active exhaust, nowhere near as good as what this is. This is actually solid.
That was insanely quiet when you had it off, and it's
Right?
like as loud as the Corsa, but not as raspy. It sounded
Right.
good, dude.
The middle resonator pulls the rasp out, it seems like, but you're right, it was just as loud as the Corsa stuff, so it's like, I don't know.
It rumbled in my chest as you drove by, and when you had it on the last time you were pulling up, all I heard the entire time was blower whine. Just
Yeah, bro.
in the car,
Sounds
like
a
standing
freaking
up.
Hellcat.
It really does.
This is a trip.
It's the Ford Hellcat, essentially.
It is as much of a street car as I would say that it can get at this point. This is sick. This is really, really cool. Our cop neighbor is outside, and he didn't really freak out too bad, so I think he likes the adjustability. I've probably been waking them up with the cold starts so late at night. This car beforehand on cold starts was so bad. This is bearable. Can you even hear the car is running? Like, I know you probably can, but like, what?
Barely. Compared to what it was before, just the...
So like to where if you cold started out here, you could hear it echo through the trees and like birds fly off and shit. Like,
I can hear you drive off for the next 5 minutes.
for real.
So much better.
Thank you, Valtronic. I like this a lot.
They did a good job with that.
They did, bro. I hate to give like, seem like we're just like, I don't even know, bragging too much on companies. Even though this is a sponsored part, objectively, legitimately, this is the nicest exhaust system I've probably installed as far as features and quality go. Even this freaking key fob is like virtually indestructible. Have you felt that quality case?
Isn't it metal?
Bro.
Yeah, it's actually heavy.
I could, honestly, I should. I
Oh
shouldn't,
my God.
but I could throw this as far as I could. I have another one.
Really debating it right now.
I have another one.
I mean, you could.
Valtronic, are you mad at me if I throw this?
No, they wouldn't be mad. Oh my lord. Oh my gosh. Wait, let me check it.
All right, there you go. That was as high as I could throw it.
Okay.
We got a little scratch there, a little scratch here, a little scratch here. You're never going to have your key fob fall from 40 feet, 50 feet in the sky.
I hope not.
But if it ever falls out of your pocket or gets beat up, I really want you to see the quality here. Look at this.
Oh, it works. The light and everything works on it.
Dude.
Well, okay, there you go. That's a testament.
That was cool. That's impressive. Go check these guys out, man. All right, with that being said, to the track, let's go. Well, we are dodging rain, but headed out to the racetrack, man. This car sounds so freaking good and handles even better with these new wheels and tires. Unbelievable. I am so excited to see how it's gonna do on the track. Already on the road, it is just immaculate handling. The exhaust sounds phenomenal. The best part about it, like you guys saw, it's all at the push of a button. If I needed to tame this later on at the track as we get black flag for being too loud, that button should help everything out. All the other past active exhausts that we had on different cars, if you went wide open throttle with it closed, like I am now, the exhaust would open up by force of the exhaust. This one though locks in place, and while I'm curious to see how long that lasts, hopefully these valves last forever. It seems like it would be a lot of abuse, but the way that they have it set up with this exhaust, it seems like it might actually be okay. The fact that you can hear me talking while I'm driving a long tube header Coyote is crazy. It literally sounds quieter than a stock Hellcat thing. The blower whine as loud, the exhaust is legitimately quieter. Like, bro, you can do the craziest pulls around town and like, it doesn't even seem like you're doing anything. It's so quiet. Like, come on, dude. Isn't that sick? Behind me, we've got our two S650 Mustangs. This one being a giveaway that you guys could win right now at itsjustasix.com, but this one completely modified from top to bottom. We've got a supercharger, suspension, a few aero parts, and a lot more on this car that is going to make it an absolute monster on the track today. But to show you guys a comparison between these two, we brought out this one completely stock for a benchmark. So first, we're going to take this car 100% stock out on the track, get a time, and then see what this one does in comparison. Let's hop out. Alrighty guys, here we go. This is going to be lap number 1 in the stock S650. Hopefully we see something pretty decent out of this car, although I know it's going to be nowhere near what we're about to see from that red car. Looks like we might be the only one out on the track too, which is great. We've got our built-in lap timer here, which is going to be awesome. Finally, we'll get real proper lap times between the two cars. How's it going, man?
Looking good. Thank you.
Driver band.
Yep.
Gotta have a driver band.
Yep. That's not.
No, the driver band. I can't tell you what color it is.
I can't get one right here, I'm assuming?
No.
They won't let me go?
You gotta go back up.
Okay. All right. Let's try again.
There we go. Gavin Simon?
Yep.
Go.
Thank you, man. All right. Woo, this is gonna be exciting. Let's go chase down this C7. How well that these S650s do compared to the S550s. This thing is cooking. Alright, I'm going to reset the timer as soon as we cross the finish. We're going to see if this will get it. Let's go. There it goes. I'm braking. Alright. Let's go. Alrighty, coming in hot. Oh yeah. Coming online. Bring it in gently. Carry the speed, picking it up. Oh yeah. Oh, bro, we are on the limits of these tires. Sliding around all over the place. We are just slower than that C7 in a stock S650. I see that C7 has aftermarket wheels and tires too. Woo! Power reduced. You see that? Woo-wee! I forgot to click the number, but we were right at about 1 minute and 40 seconds. It said power reduced due to engine temperature. Oh man. Oil temp got up there that much off of one single lap. So we're gonna let the oil temp cool down, of course. Well, there we go. That is something already that needs to be upgraded on this car, being that this is not a performance pack Mustang. This one does not have oil coolers from factory, and as you guys can see already, our oil temps picked up a good bit. So I'm going to need to go ahead and cool this car down. We're going to take a few cool down laps and let some air get by. But that is really surprising. I'm not expecting any of these issues from our other car that does have the oil coolers and also the intercooler on the supercharger, which definitely helps with IATs. This car clocked right at about a minute and 38 seconds, a minute and 40 seconds without these cooling issues, but unfortunately, it was not able to make it perfectly through even the first hot lap. Now that our oil temperature has cooled down a little bit more, we're gonna go ahead and exit the track, let it cool down just a little bit more. But as you guys can see, off of beating this car until we were sliding everywhere, we only got 1.2 G's this way, 1.14 this way, 1.13 this way in braking, and 0.68 in acceleration. All of which pretty much are limited by these tires. We can't brake as hard as what the car wants to, we can't accelerate as hard as what the car wants to, and we can't turn nearly what I wish that we could. But let's swap into the other car and see what we look like. I'm gonna keep it running, that way it circulates the oil. Dude, I can't even believe that this thing had heat issues. But there we go. That is a decent time of reference. We'll go ahead and say that this car, as it sits, the fastest that it can comfortably do before it has heating issues is right at 1 minute and 40 seconds. So now that we've got our time of 1 minute and 40 seconds, you guys saw what our accelerometer looked like from this car on this setup. Let's now find out how much of a difference tires, aero, suspension, and a few other things like a Whipple supercharger, exhaust, and tune actually makes on a car like this. Is it actually worth the money? Is it a noticeable difference? Let's see if this car overheats like that one. I'll give you a spoiler alert. It's not. Now for reference, guys, I have no clue what this car is going to run, but I will say that it should be the best setup stick shift car that I've ever been in out here. And the fastest time prior to this that I have run, period, was in a Nissan GTR Nismo that I used to have. And that car went so fast. We went out here 1 minute and 31 seconds. Pretty insane. But today, I'm curious, how close to that can we get in a rear-wheel drive Mustang that is a manual? Hopefully, at least better than 1 minute and 40.
Good luck. That's what you do better.
I know, I hope. I really hope this one's a different story. Go ahead and go into the custom mode. We're in our custom mode now. As you can see, all of our suspension and everything is set up the way I want it to be. We're gonna go over here to auxiliary gauges. And as you see, we've got our same G meter. As you can see, this is reset. I'm not gonna be fluffing any of these numbers. These are real numbers that you're gonna see today. Let's go to this lap timer and we're gonna start it. Now, let's see if the difference is worth it. Huge shout out to Lethal Performance, by the way. This entire car is outfitted with tons of parts from Lethal Performance. So if you guys want to make your car as capable as what this Mustang is you're about to see, make sure you go to lethalperformance.com and use the code IT'sJustA6 to save a ton at checkout on all the parts that we have on here. But now, let's go ahead and take out the red Whipple S650 Performance Pack. Alrighty, let's see if we can do it. Better than a 140, that's all we need. We're gonna watch temperatures again on this one. But the lap timer, unfortunately, takes up this entire screen and this entire screen, so I don't see anything other than coolant temps, so hopefully everything's good. Woo! These long tube headers are a whole lot louder. Oh my gosh. Right away, this is a completely different car. Oh yeah. Oh my god! Dude! Okay, no. After getting out of that car and then getting into this car, it is night and day different. Sound blip. Alright, let's follow these radicals, man. Alright, we're going to use the same principle. One warm-up lap and one hot lap. So this is our warm-up lap. Okay. Black flag, so that is indeed too loud still, but good thing for our exhaust. Let's close that. And now we should get black flagged again. All right, let's test it. One lap, let's go. Woo, I'm letting them go through actually. Hang on. Hang on. Well, this is gonna cost me a few seconds. Oh well, we're rolling with it. All right, lap is started. Let's go. Woo! Exact same parameters, nothing different except for the car. That was way faster. Oh my gosh, look at this. 1.41, 1.27, 0.83, and 1.18. Look at our temperatures. Temperatures are all still good. I just don't understand why I still got black flag with the exhaust closed. That's weird. I cannot get enough of this car in its current setup. It is unbelievably fast, man. It really is. I could have gone way faster just now. As you guys probably saw, I was actually getting cut by the advanced track here quite a bit. I forgot to turn it off before the lap, but to be fair, I didn't turn it off on the other car either. This one just makes a lot more power, so the tendency to kick out is much more there, so I'm getting throttled quite often. I'd say that was about 7 seconds of, oh look, we're getting black flagged again. Goodness, okay. I don't understand why it's closed. Dude, that is crazy. I cannot believe how much of a difference truly that the mods make in turns in the straights. Obviously, everybody knows straight line performance is very evident between changes, right? But you can't see tires and suspension typically in a straight line unless you're at a drag strip. So being able to come out here and lap time 2 different cars is just, there's no better way to do it. Woo-wee. Oh yeah, that was outrageous, dude. Everything is way better this time around, for sure. Got up a little bit hot still. We got up to 224 oil temp, but nothing terrible there, really. Oh my goodness. So, does it make a difference installing suspension, tires, exhaust, a supercharger, and tune onto the car? Yes, absolutely. In fact, on a track, it is going to make tons of seconds of difference in comparison to your car being stock. If you guys remember, just a few months ago, this car was 100% stock, as like the blue one, but we have since built this entire thing out using Lethal Performance parts, and I am in love, man. You guys got to go check out lethalperformance.com. Use the code It's Just a 6, save a ton of money on car parts. Yours could be as fast as this thing. And if you're more of a cosmetic type of person, make sure you guys go grab some of these carbon parts right now on Lethal's site as well. They've got this nice carbon front lip and the front corner grills. That thing looks sick, man. Well guys, don't forget, you can grab entries in to win that S650 right now. And I know it's a little underwhelming at the moment, but everything that we've done to this car, trust me, we've got plans to do to this one, except for one major component, that is. Did anybody guess what we're going to do on this one? But anyways, guys, stay tuned very soon for the entire build coming soon on our giveaway car. I'm telling you, you are not going to want to miss out on 20 times entries that is live right now to win this or our Grand Sport Corvette. So with that being said, guys, drop a like on this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next video.